Hello everyone, welcome back to JoanMedia. Welcome back to a new video about software testing automation. Today we're gonna have an interesting video, I guess, and we're gonna see how to install Selenium in your computer, how we can install Selenium in Windows. We're gonna cover a variety of topics about it, for example, how to install JDK, how we can install Maven, how we can install IntelliJ in your computer, and how we can mix them to have our project working out and actually ready to start working on your own computer and learning. Actually, there isn't gonna be an interesting process, so I encourage you to be aware of all the details that I'm gonna present in this video, and you will be able to download it and install it as you expect. So thank you very much again for watching this video, and I hope that you find it very useful. And go ahead, let's start. So we're gonna start working on how to install JDK. All right, so we're gonna look at download JDK in Google, and we're gonna look for the second finding, which is Java SE, and we're gonna look for the LTS version. For this moment, it is the 11th version of the JDK, which is the stable one for right now. And then we're gonna scroll down in this web page, and we're gonna look for the Windows 64 installer. Right, we're gonna click on the text link, and then we're gonna click on I review and accept the terms and download the stuff. Oracle has included an extra step, which is logging or signing in his website. Right, we need to have an account in Oracle in order to download our software. So you have to create one if you don't have one. So go ahead and create it, and you will be able to download it as soon as you have it. There won't be any complication or any other distractions, so it is gonna be actually very fast. All right, let's see what happens when it is ready to be run. So right now we can click on the file and we're gonna see how a wizard is open. I'm sorry about the black screen right now, but it is not controlled by my OBS recorder. And as you can see, it's a simple installation. It is gonna be actually very quick, and it is done by now. There is an extra step that we have to do, and it is set variables in our system. We're gonna look for edit the system variables in the search bar in our Windows 10, and we're gonna click on environment variables. Right, we need to set both. Actually, we have to set system and user variable. We're gonna start working on the user variable, and we're gonna name it as Java_home. All right, what is gonna be the value? We're gonna look the path where actually Java was installed. We're gonna look of it, and we're gonna copy the path. So we're gonna copy it and then paste it on the variable value. We click on OK, and we have created that one. Then we create the same stuff, but as system variable. We name it as with the same name, Java_home, and then we can set the same value. However, there is an extra step that we have to do, and is edit the path variable and added a new value with the same path where the Java was installed. That's it. If you wanna be sure that it is installed, you run java-version in your CMD, and you can make sure that it is installed. All right, once it is done, the next step is to download the Maven technology. We are gonna look at Maven download in Google, and once we have clicked on the first search, we're gonna look for the file binary zip archive. Right, we're gonna click on the link right at the right of it, and we're gonna download that particular file. It is important to say that this zip, it is not going to contain an executable file. So we just have to actually unzip it and then copy it in a place where you know it is safe and you are not gonna delete it for sure. So I have decided to create a Maven folder at the C drive, and then I just want to copy that inside of it, and I'm just sure that it is there. And the next step is to create, as with the JDK, a system variable with the path where it is saved, and actually we're gonna have to point to that particular path. All right, so we're gonna go again to edit the system environment variables. We're gonna environment variables again, and in this particular case I just need to create a system variable. So I'm gonna click on new. I'm gonna name it Maven underscore home. All right, and I'm gonna copy the path where it is located, and I just have to click on OK to have it saved. There is another modification that we have to do, and it is modify the path, and we're gonna enter this particular sentence, which is percentage symbol Maven underscore home percentage backslash bin. So it is something that you can find in the description if you want to copy it and have it ready to just paste it in your computer. And that's it. That's the basic installation of Maven. If you want to actually test that it is working fine, we just have to run nbn and space and then -v, and you're gonna be able to test it. You're gonna be able to see that it is actually installed correctly. And as you can see in this particular video, we have now Maven and Java, or actually JDK, installed as we wanted, and we can proceed with the next step. Alright, the next step is to download our IDE, where we're gonna start coding and making our scripts. In this particular case, we're gonna use IntelliJ IDEA, which is one of the most used right now. We're gonna download the community version, and I just have to let you know that this is a kind of an amazing IDE. I guess that it provides us with tools, documentation, a lot of plugins that you can download officially from his site, and they are constantly updating the framework, or actually the IDE, and it is actually very good. I highly recommend that particular one. I know that there are a variety of IDEs. For example, Eclipse. When I was preparing this video, I have saw that there are a variety of videos about installing Maven with Eclipse. However, I decided to be different. No, actually, I really like this IDE. So this is something that I use in my daily basis, and I highly recommend for sure. So let's wait until it is downloaded totally, right? And then it is gonna we have to click on the exe file, and we're gonna execute it. So let's go ahead. It is gonna open up a wizard. So as always, I'm sorry about the black screen again. We're gonna click on next. If you wanna change the folder location where you want to install it, you can go ahead and do it. In this particular case, I want a shortcut in my desktop, so I decided to click on it on the 64 launcher, and then I'm gonna click on next. In this case, it's just another next button, and go ahead and install the stuff. So that's it. As you can see, IntelliJ is very intuitive, and you can easily understand what is happening in the installation wizard. So we have to wait for a few seconds, and in this particular time, I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate if you let a like. It is a lot of support for me. It motivates me and it helps me a lot. Also, if you want to see more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe, and just let me know in the comments below if this video is useful for you, and if it is actually interesting and entertaining for you. I hope that I can create more videos about Selenium. I guess that I'm gonna try to create a kind of tutorial in this channel, so I just wanted to let you know that, and please go ahead and subscribe to be tuned and be aware of all the notices and all the news that we're gonna have in this channel. Hope that you really like it. So let's continue. Basically, as you can see, we have the shortcut in our windows, and we just have to click on continue. I don't want it to share my data. I wanted to have the black UI theme actually, and then have the standard plugins. If you want to download more of them, you can go ahead and do it in the future. No worries about it. Step that we have to cover is to download the driver that we want to use. This particular case, and just for general overview, we're gonna download the Chrome driver, and this particular driver has to be equal to the version that you have in your computer. In my particular case, I have the 85 version, so I'm gonna proceed to download the Accord Google actually Chrome driver, and I'm gonna download it for Windows. We have Linux and Mac, and you can download it accordingly to your operating system actually. So when it is done, I'm gonna, in this particular case, create a folder in my desktop to have a crystal clear procedure, and I'm gonna create inside of this folder a new folder named drivers, so I can keep my drivers inside of it and have it ready to implement in our scripts. I'm gonna change the path, however it is just temporary stuff, alright? So paste it inside of it, and that's it. It's amazing. So now that we have the Chrome driver installed, or actually downloaded in our computer, we're gonna proceed to create a new project in IntelliJ. So we're gonna make sure that we have our project pointed to Maven. All right, we want a Maven project, and we want to make sure also that the SDK is pointing out to our SDK installation that we did before. All right, then we're gonna point our project to the folder that I have made recently, and that's it. Basically, that's for my own order, and have a clear idea of what I want. So I'm gonna create a project inside of the folder that I made, and I am gonna call it let's see how I call it. Selenium test. All right, amazing. So I'm gonna create it, and as you can see, actually the Maven project creates all the structure that I need in order to start working with Selenium. It provides me with a POM file, which is where we can control our general project. This is a topic that we have to cover. It is a whole world inside of it. However, just to give you an example of how powerful is the pom.xml, we can find a variety of dependencies in the web. For example, in this particular case, I'm gonna look for the dependency of Selenium. That's it. I'm gonna look for it. You can find that I have found it in the second result. I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna look for the last stable version. In this particular case is the 3.41. I don't remember the exact number, but in this particular case I need to open a dependencies brackets, and now we can install, or actually decide to install a variety of dependencies if you want. In this particular case, I just want the Selenium dependency, and I click on the refresh button that you have seen in the window before. So that's it. Basically, that's how we can install Selenium in our project using Maven. So for now, I'm gonna create a test folder, and inside of it, I'm gonna create a new file, And I have already created a kind of sample test in order just to let you know and make sure that everything is working fine. I just have to close the curly braces there. And the idea of this script is to show you the basic structure. We're gonna import some libraries for the test actually. And in this particular case, we have to define the system property in order to run the Chrome driver. And after that, we have we instantiate our browser, and then I open up facebook.com, and that's it. Then I maximize the window, and it should work. However, there is a change that we have to make yet, and it is the route where the driver is located. I'm gonna proceed to make a quick change over here, and I'm gonna change the driver location inside of our project. This is in order to have it all ordered, and we have actually a resources folder where we can create a drivers folder, and we can save the Google driver, the Mozilla driver, a lot of them inside of it, and we have actually an order to have all the stuff where it has to be. All right, so once this is done, I'm just copying the path where it is located, and then I'm gonna copy it on the system property to point to the Chrome driver where it is expected to be. All right, so let me just correct the line. I'm gonna copy this name, and after the name I'm gonna put .exe to have the correct path and file. So once that's done, and the next step here is actually to run the test. And this is an interesting issue that we're gonna face. It is something that I have noticed in some videos that some people is struggling on. So I decided to work around it and present you a fix. Actually, let me show you. If I run the test, actually it says Java error release version 5 not supported. That's something that I have realized that it was happening for JDK versions above the 8th one. All right, so there is a solution that I have found in Stack Overflow, of course. And it is that it is a kind of Maven work, actually a Maven issue. So if we go to the pom.xml and we add the following lines, the properties, actually it should be working fine. If you noticed, I have clicked on refresh Maven dependencies, and I'm gonna run it again. If everything works as expected, it should be working now. As you can see, it is opening the Chrome browser, it is opening Facebook as we expected, and it is maximizing the windows as we expected too. So as you can see, it is a perfect workaround to get it working as we expect, and I just want to have it documented in this video, since it is very useful. I guess it is something that can save you a lot of time, and that's something that I did and I just wanted to share that knowledge. All right, I did the browser didn't or wasn't closed, since I actually didn't call it. So I'm just call driver.close, and it should be working now as expected. So I'm gonna run it again, and it should maximize and then close. Let's see. But the main idea of this is to show you how to install Selenium. I hope that as I told you in a few seconds before, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll be more than glad to bring a little bit of my knowledge for you guys. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really appreciate it, and please subscribe, let a like, and I see you soon in the next video of Selenium, Test Cafe, quality assurance in general. I don't know, there is a lot of stuff to be learned. Thank you very much, people. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.